Hi students, welcome to our lesson for articles, indefinite and definite articles, 61B, okay? You are going to find a worksheet that looks like this, and it's going to say the group and then the week that you guys will use this, all right? And you're going to see at the top, there are some directions. Now, I wrote them up here, that way we can go over them and we can work on this, okay? So it says, oh, before we move on to that, you're going to need to have a red color pencil or a utensil, a black, and a light blue. You may also use a dark blue if you also would like to for this activity, okay? So the directions say definite articles, okay, definite. So it's something, if we kind of look at the word, think of a word that you hear that from, like you hear definite. Something that I use in my vocabulary, if I want something specific, I say, I definitely want that cheesecake, or I definitely want to go to the movies. So that's something that I definitely, like, I really, really want to do it. I'm for sure that that's the one that I want. It's specific, okay? And that is how we can differentiate definite articles, okay? So it says one specific single object versus indefinite. So if definite means that it's something that's specific, indefinite means that it's something that it's like, I don't really care which one it is. I just want one. So I don't have something that I want specifically, but I do want something that is common, or, something that is along those lines of whichever out of the group I'm okay with. All right. So let's say, for example, we're working on our articles and nouns. We know that nouns are a person, place, thing, idea, or animal, okay? In the noun family, there's a video about the noun family that I will share with you all to kind of help you remember what it is that we do with nouns, okay? Or even introduce to some students what the noun family is, okay? So we have frog right here. It says the frog, okay? So we know that the Black pyramid is the symbol for noun. The pyramid, just like a pyramid in Egypt, or maybe even the ancient Mayan cultures, we know that pyramids were like it's the foundation. And in order for a pyramid to be built, you have to start from the bottom, right? So that's the same with a sentence or a phrase. The noun is like the foundation. It's how we know what we're talking about. So the frog, I'm going to use my black writing utensil, and I'm going to draw a big black triangle above frog. That is my noun. Now with the articles, we have the articles a, an, and the. And the frog, it would be a definite article. So I'm going to get my light blue, and it's a small triangle. But now it says on the bottom, right here, okay, right there, it says copy the exercise below. So you guys will have this paper. Use the red to identify the definite articles, which is why I wrote this in red, and use the blue to identify the indefinite articles. So I would say the is a definite article, and I'm going to maybe just underline it. You can underline it. The is a definite article. Okay. So I'm also going to just go ahead and write this up here to remind me that the is a definite article. Next one, it says an egg. An egg. So I know my noun. What am I talking about? I'm talking about an egg. Black triangle. Okay. Now, for an is an article used before a noun, but the noun has to start with a vowel sound. So whenever you see a vowel sound and it's talking about one specific, or I'm sorry, one or a singular noun, you would put an. So an, but let's say, for example, I have a carton, an egg carton, and I have a lot of eggs in my egg carton. And if I want to cook something and I just want to cook an egg, am I going to study in just one? Am I going to say I just want that specific egg, or am I just going to pick any egg? I'm probably just going to pick any egg because I don't really care which egg I get because I want an egg. So an egg, or an, excuse me, is indefinite. It is one object out of other similar objects. So if I have a carton full of eggs and there are maybe 12 in there, I just want one egg and I'm just going to pick any egg because they're all similar. Okay. So light blue for my just article in general. But now I'm going to use my dark blue to underline it and remind myself that an is an indefinite article. And I'm also going to write an up here. Okay. Now let's say, for example, I want to kind of skip ahead and actually let's do number 3, an umbrella. So again, you'll see an is used before the vowel sounds. You symbolize it. Black triangle. Light blue, small one for our articles. And I just reminded myself an is an indefinite article. So I'm going to get my dark blue and underline. Okay. Now let's say I skip forward to another one. And I'm going to go ahead and write an example down. A bell. A bell. So with a, that's our other article, and this is used before singular nouns, but you use a when the next sound or letter is a consonant. So consonant letters or sounds are those that are not a, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y, which is another rule that you guys will learn. But if it's any letters outside of those, you will have the article a. So a bell. And again, kind of like with the egg, if I had many bells line up together and I just wanted a bell, I didn't want a specific bell, I'm going to use a. Now, if I say I want a specific bell, I would say, can you hand me the bell that has, you know, maybe I would say maybe has a rose on it. Can you hand me the bell that has a rose on it? But yeah, so that's how you would know. So a bell. And a is also indefinite because it's not telling me to get a specific type of bell. All right, a bell. And then I'm going to get my dark blue and underline it. Okay, so we can see that the is a definite article, something that is used when I want a specific noun. And an and a are used when it is just any type of object along that group. And I don't want a specific one, okay? So you're gonna continue to do the same thing with your blue, your black and light blue with just symbolizing, practicing putting your noun, the triangle above the noun and the article above a, and, or the. But then you will put red or underline it in red if it is a definite article, and you will underline it blue, dark blue, if it is indefinite. Thank you so much for joining my lesson.